Are you ready for the Kentucky Derby? I am Brian Blessing in Las Vegas. Glad to be with you. ATS.io. It's going to be a great Saturday. 20 in the starting gate. A brand new starting gate, by the way. No auxiliary gate. So something new for Churchill Downs here. But what a field of 20 we've got. And we have 3 unbeaten horses that are in the race. Rock Your World, Helium, and the 2-1 morning line favorite, Essential Quality. 2-1, Mike Battaglia makes the morning line. He knows what he's doing. In a field like this, in what I believe is a pretty wide open 3-year-old crop, 2-1's a little tough to choke on. Todd Fletcher has 4 horses in the race, and he's at the 1 hole and the 14 hole among his post positions. And on post position draw day, really the bad news was Known Agenda, the Florida Derby winner, draws the rail, which in the past has been a major problem. 1986, the last time someone won from the rail, that was Ferdinand. So maybe Known Agenda gets the worst of it. It does come from off the pace. We'll see if they can work out a trip. But let's go through some of the main contenders in this race. In the Derby, you need to be forwardly placed. It's been a long time since we think of the closers, the Monarchoses, the Mind That Birds, the Giacomos that come from off the pace. You need to be in the first flight, a stalker, mid-pack, get first run at the leaders to sustain the run. But Known Agenda, 6-1 on the rail, Florida Derby winner. Let's say the rail is very compromising there for Ortiz and Fletcher. Some of the other contenders moving outward, Hot Rod Charlie. The connections went nuts when they got the post position draw, and that is Doug O'Neill and Flavian Pratt going to hook up here. There is speed to think about with Hot Rod Charlie. Midnight Bourbon, 20-1. You got to know where Mike Smith is on any money race. And the bottom line is, this is a big monster of a horse, biggest horse in the field, stands 16 hands tall. Helium's unbeaten, but 50-1. We had at least mentioned that from Mark Cassey. It looks like this one's up against it. Essential Quality breaks from the 14 hole. Luis Saez is aboard. This is the 2-year-old champ. Trainer Brad Cox looking for his first Derby win. What's not to like? The price. 2-1 morning line. I'd be shocked if he goes off at 2-1. Probably in the 3-1 range, I would assume. Some of the others that merit strong consideration right outside of Essential Quality is the 15, Rock Your World. Now, this one had turf in his background for trainer Jod Sadler, and then all of a sudden goes to dirt and explodes on the front end with a 100 buyer in the Santa Anita Derby. That's worked in the past. You think of some of the horses like Animal Kingdom and Barbaro that won the Kentucky Derby that really got their careers underway on the turf. So there's really tactical speed to deal with there. The 17 is highly motivated. Javier Castellano, Chad Brown. I like Castellano in the Oaks. If you like one in one race, you better come back the next day in the other race. I think this one's got speed, and if Castellano works up a trip, will be prominent at the top of the stretch. And I think you better watch out for King Fury at 20-1. A stone cold closer, won the Lexington Stakes. Trainer Ken McPeak knows how to get his horses to improve young horses with each race. Second race in the form cycle. Boy, he probably would like to have another race under his belt. But I think King Fury with Brian Hernandez aboard, they compared Hernandez to Calvin Burrell. He'll be saving ground along the rail and will sustain the run and could certainly crash the board underneath. I think highly motivated. Chad Brown has a real big opportunity in this race. I think you'd have to take a long, hard look at Hot Rod Charlie. Doug O'Neill gets him to peak at the right time. You need to be forwardly placed, but it's a wide open race. I'm going to go with highly motivated on top in the Kentucky Derby and see if we can't cash a big number. Should be fun. It's always a treat to be with you right here at ATS.io.